Yo, what's up, y'all? Hope y'all good out there and still on the positive eyes. And most of all, I hope y'all still getting that practice in, because as I always tell you, that's the only way to get better at stuff. You got to practice, man. Today, we're going to be talking more about audio, specifically the Rode Wireless Go 2. And before I even get into anything in the video, I just want to say, hey, Rode, y'all could have included that iPhone Lightning cable, the USB-C to Lightning cable. Y'all could have included that in here for the people. Y'all know people use this for their cell phone. Come on now. Come on. All right, now I could go ahead and tell y'all what I think about this mic from an overall perspective. I actually think it's a pretty good microphone, especially if you're a content creator that's new to the game or just getting into it, or maybe you're just somebody that's on the go and you want better audio than just what it sounds like talking to the camera or just what it sounds like talking to your cell phone. This is not a bad option. I'm not gonna compare it to, you know, my Sennheiser G4, my Sennheiser, you know, Boom that you're hearing right now. It's not gonna sound like those microphones, and I honestly feel like something that costs a couple $100 shouldn't sound like something that costs a couple $1,000. They shouldn't be on the same level. So let's just talk from a better audio in general perspective. And if that's what you're looking for, this is not a bad option to check out. Now, you heard me mention the whole thing with the USB-C to Lightning cable. My rant about that is, I know that this is just for content creators in general, but for whatever reason, I feel like people who use their cell phone to film seem like they, you know, gravitate towards, you know, not just this Rode one, but the other companies too that have microphone setups like this. So I was very surprised when one of my clients who I recommended this to reached back out to me and said, hey, Sean, I'm having issues with using it with my cell phone. And I'm thinking, you know, why they having issues is pretty much plug and play. I go grab the box, take out all the accessories, only to find out it only comes with 2 USB-C cables, which I'm assuming that are just to charge the 2 units. But I'm thinking, like, you know, okay, we got the TRS cable that could go to the camera. I felt like it would have came with the USB-C to Lightning adapter cable that'll go to the cell phone. Come to find out, it doesn't come with it, and they actually mention it on the side and say, hey, additional cable sold separately needed for connection to mobile devices. You got to spend more money, is what they telling you. So it's like, you're paying for this, you get it, thinking that you use it with your cell phone, come to find out they don't have the right cable in the box. So you got to spend another, whatever it is, $25, $35, $40 for that actual cable to be able to use it with this device. If you do plan on sticking with Rode, I'll give you 2 quick options. Check out their Pro version, which is going to cost you a lot more money, but it's going to come with lavalier microphones, a charging case, all of your cables that you need, and you won't have to go looking for anything. You can also check out the ME version of this, which is a cheaper version of this microphone, but it comes with all the necessary cables. So that's why I was a tad bit confused when I saw that the Wireless Go 2 didn't have that USB-C to Lightning cable that can work with iPhone 14 and earlier versions. It just didn't totally make sense. Now, let's go ahead and use this microphone so you can actually see what it sounds like. Now, I know it sounds totally different from what y'all were just hearing, which was a very expensive microphone. And now we're using, you know, this Wireless Go 2 microphone, which is a plug and play, content creators, easy to use type microphone. So it should sound different. Am I a fan of how it sounds? Not totally, but it's only because my ears are more familiar with hearing what audio sounds like coming from more expensive microphones. But I feel like if you're somebody who's using a cell phone, or, you know, usually just talking straight to your camera and it's sounding very echoey with a lot of reverb because you're in a room with, you know, all of this slapback bouncing off walls, I don't think that this is a bad option at all. Now let's talk about how people are using this, because you can see right now I'm holding it, I'm talking directly into it, and I think that it sounds the best when you're using it like this. I will say that you got to put the dead cat on top, you know, or the pop filter or whatever you want to call it. Put that on top because it is a tad bit more aggressive on how the pickup pattern is. So your plosive, your P's, your B's, they're going to sound very, very, very aggressive when you're talking into this microphone if you're holding it. Now I'm going to clamp it on my shirt and then we'll go from there and see what it sounds like. My expectations are the audio is going to fall off a little bit, but I don't think it's going to sound bad. It's just the fact that I'm not going to be talking directly into it, so it's going to sound like it's a little bit away. But all you got to do then is crank up the volume just a little bit and you should be good to go. All right, so now we got it clamped onto the shirt, and this is what you see most of the content creators looking like in their videos. It's just clamped on, they're talking, and you know, you can be hands-free and you're good to go. I think that, you know, when it comes to this type of situation, yo, it works. I'm not gonna downplay it and say, oh man, you gotta get a more expensive microphone, you gotta hide the microphone, you gotta do all this other kind of stuff. You don't have to do any of that. If you need better audio and this is working for you, do it, okay? Now let's talk about the microphone just kind of like being in your face. The lights are shining and stuff like that, and you're just kind of like, ah, Sean, I don't really like that, but I like the microphone. Here's another quick option that you could do, which is flip the microphone around. So now you flip it around, it's on the inside of your shirt, and those lights aren't just kind of flashing and getting people's attention when they're looking at your videos. But it's a personal preference, and if that doesn't bother you, then don't worry about flipping this microphone in and out. Now, if you're anything like me and you don't like the microphone seen at all on your shirt, I really like the option of having the audio input jack on top of this transmitter. So now I can just plug up my lavalier microphone that I have hidden right up under my collar, and I can use it with this same setup. So all I gotta do is plug it in. And now I'm good to go with using the microphone that's hidden under my shirt. So this is something that's cool too, because if you do want to kind of use it from a perspective of doing interviews and stuff like that, and you want it to kind of have a, I guess, a quote unquote pro look where the microphone isn't seen, but you still have really good audio, you have that option and you can do it still with this. So that's super good. Overall, I'm gonna, recommend it for content creators out there, people that are on the go, people that are new to it, and just trying to get better audio. I think this is a great option for y'all to check out. Don't forget that you're gonna have to buy that cable though if you wanna use it with your cell phone. Don't totally agree with that, but once again, it's like, they put it on the box and stuff and let you know that it's there, but I just kind of felt like that cable should have been included with this purchase. But it is what it is, all right? At least you know now, or hopefully you see this before you buy it, and then you'll know. All right, y'all, hope this helps somebody out there. I'm just trying to help y'all get that audio straight on y'all side. Y'all keep pushing, keep fighting, stay on the positive vibes, and as always, good luck. Talk soon.